we know that He lives in us by the Spirit that He has given us. When one enters a place of prayer, one detects a few things. When one enters a community of prayer, one does indeed detect a few things. Is God in the midst, not only sacramentally, but also spiritually? Is there love among the brethren? For if one sets up a place for the praise and worship of glory and leaves unhealed internal division to fester, then one can ask, is the Lord Lord of all? Time passes, and one more year is passing now. Much time has passed since St. Paul VI was on pilgrimage at Nazareth. It was the 5th of January 1964. There has been a great evolution in society since then. But he did point out a few perennial truths. Already he was pointing out that there were many upraised voices crowding out the voice of God and the joy of interiority. He pointed out that the simplicity of the Holy Family and of the life at Nazareth was an example for our noisy time. Work had its dignity, service had its beauty, and love in the midst gave peace. A monastery should reproduce Nazareth. Relationships should be something of the internal relationships of the three persons of the Blessed Trinity, love going round and suffusing all. If we are unable to love, we are crippled souls. And as we look back over time and forward to another year, it would be well to pause before the great questions that one day we will have to face, 1 minute after it's all over. And also we would do well to look at what has happened to our society, and therefore potentially to us in the midst, with regard to these upraised voices, this contamination of the airwaves, this absence of simplicity, which makes us actually slaves to the immediate and unable to look beyond or to enjoy the simplicity of the moment as it is, coming from the Creator's hand, pure and empty, uncluttered and free. The doctrine of Caussade in the self-abandonment to divine providence is ever valid. The present moment contains all that we need for its sanctification, the sacrament of the present moment, where God comes. In the sketchbook of the life of little Placide, there is that picture of the Lord as the Alpha and the Omega, giving bread to little Placide, but he's giving it as a big, long French loaf and cutting it up in 24-hour portions. Our relationships are better when less noisy. Our conversations have more interchange when they are actually dominated by listening. When we are nervous, we say anything at all to block out silence. When we are relaxed, we take in a lot. It's the same with our God. We cannot be relaxed if we're hyped up by too many messages. We don't have to have all this. Joy of encounter and attention given to the other, as in the Holy Family, would give us more peace and intimacy. Alas, what has become of modern man? He has enslaved himself to what he has invented. Of the Father's love begotten, and the worlds began to be. He is Alpha and Omega, He the source, the ending, He of all things that are and have been, and that future you shall see, evermore and evermore.